Hi, welcome to the tutorial for the speedometer app. When you open the app, this is the #1 app on the Play Store as far as GPS speedometer is concerned. You can set up the things. We press the next button. Now this is the only permission app needs to work. Please allow it, because if you don't allow it, the app is never going to work. Once you have done this, it asks you to turn on the GPS, which is the location. There are two ways to do this. The one way is tap on this turn on button and it will take you to this page. Now I'm running Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, so the screen might look different. I'm on Android 9 also. So you can turn on the location from here when you tap this button, or you can come back and you can turn on from here, this location button. So either way, you long click on it, it takes you to the same page. So whichever way you like, you can choose it. Now once you do that, the meter will just get connected and the meter starts working, as you can see here on the screen. Let's start for those people who are having a little bit of problem with starting the meter. So not working, when you tap on this button, it says you have to follow these steps in order to make the app work. So when you go to the app settings, make sure that you have the locations permission on. Storage is not mandatory. This is only needed when you want to back up your trips to the external storage and you want to share that particular data with your friends or someone else. You can do that. And then comes the enable GPS, which is the same screen I was talking about before. And after this, you need to turn on the mobile data. And if the app is still not working, please exit the app by pressing the back button, come back to the app again. It's going to work. Now we were on this screen. So there is a compass. You tap on it, now the compass is going to show the direction. If it is showing you wrong directions, you may want to tap on the info and you may want to watch a video which will tell you how to calibrate a compass. So I'm going to show you how it's moving. Then comes themes. You want to change the colors. You don't like the white color. You, for example, first tap on the boxes which are above small little boxes, and then you have to tap the small boxes to see the change. So for example, you like this and you apply it. Now the layout changes to the red color. Let's go back to the white. Yeah. After themes, we have settings. In settings, general, everything is self-defined, so there's nothing to discuss more on this. Backup trips, this option. So if you want to back up the trips automatically, as soon as you open the record section, the trips will automatically backed up. Recommended if you want to do it, all you need is the storage permission. You allow it, the app is going to work like that. Full screen mode, so it will just take away the navigation bar and the status bar. So rest of the things are pretty clear. And moving average speed beta. Now this is something which is we're still testing though. So let me tell you what moving average speed does. So average speed, as we know, is the total distance traveled upon total time taken. But moving average speed, what does it do is it takes the total distance traveled upon, not the total time taken. It's going to be the moving time. So when you are moving, we're going to count that time in order to give you the average speed. So it's pretty awesome feature if it works for you. Otherwise, it's better not to use it because it's still in beta version. So we come out from the settings. After that, we're going to drive with maps. So where you want to go, for example, you want to go to San Francisco, California, whatever you want to go, how you want to go with the bike, bicycle, and then you may want to add a little bit more stops here. So you can add a total of 9 stops. Once you do that, you have to press the let's go button and it will pop up a small window. I'm going to tell you that in a while. And remove ads. So the application contains ads because it's a free app. However, you can get rid of all the ads by watching a small 30 seconds video ad for it's going to be a very small video ad. Sometime it's going to be 15 seconds, I think, and sometimes it's going to be 30 seconds. So once you watch a small video ad, the 24 hours, the ad will disappear. And that's it for this navigation bar. Now just come back to the top right corner of the dots. You can see more actions. When you click on it, there's an option like you want to pause the trip, you want to reset a trip. Now comes reset trip and reset maximum speed. So you may get confused what is the difference between the two options. But before I discuss on these things, let me tell you one thing. Right now I'm standing, so the meter is not going to work. As you can see, the distance is 0, the current speed is 0, average speed of max 0, everything is 0 except the latitude, longitudes and the timer which is working. because I'm standing is not going to work. You have to move in order to make this work. And sometimes it may work when you are standing still in your house because of poor GPS connectivity. Right now I have a connectivity of 93%, which is why it's not showing any irrelevant data to me. Satellite is also good, 20 out of 24, great number. Anything more than 18 is perfect. So the reset trip, what does it do is it resets everything. Current, average, max, distance, timer, everything will be reset. If you want to do this, you can do it. Let's do. Okay, now you can see the timer has reset. It starts from 0. However, the current, average, everything is already 0, so it's not going to reflect any change. And then comes the reset and maximum speed. So what maximum speed does is it will only change the maximum speed. It will only reset that particular thing. For example, you're driving too fast and you want to see that from now onwards I'm going to take another peak up loophole, so you can just do that. And anyways, now coming to the set maximum speed limit. So where can you find this? Because it says that you have to click on speed at the top left corner of the screen. So all you have to do is, you can see it here. Yeah, speed limit. When you tap on this, it gives you the 5 predefined speed limits along with a no limit, which is set for now. And for example, you say that, hey, where is 55 miles per hour? I want to go to 55 miles per hour. No problem. Long click on 50, change it to 55. Done. It's 55 miles per hour now. You don't like 40 miles per hour? No problem. Give it yours, 45 miles per hour. And then if you want to set it, just click on this. Now you can see 45 miles per hour is set. However, I'm going to go to the no limit as of now. So that's how the maximum speed limit works. All you have to do is just press this speed title, and then you have the options available. Set minimum speed limit. If you drive lower than this, then the application is going to sound sirens, or is also going to vibrate it. Anyways, I'm not going to set it right now. Configure background window. What background window is, let me just show you first. When you press the back button, or you can press this little exit app power button, so there is a background when you tap on it. So it may ask you for the permission. You say, okay, I'm going to allow this permission. So you allow this permission, you press the back button. So here we go. This little tiny window pops up. So whenever you click on that window, it takes you here. So you want to configure that window. You can change the size, width, height, transparency. Let me just make it more transparent, 90%. Update, and then I press the back button. You can say it's more transparent now, so you can drag it anywhere you want it. Anyways, so configure background window. If you have incorrect ratings, please contact us. Let us know what's incorrect. We can work on it. And now comes the parameters: current speed, average speed, maximum speed, distance. You know that. Odometer. What is the difference between distance and odometer? Distance is the distance for the current session. For example, you're traveling from your home to office, so we're going to show you the distance from home to office. That's going to be the one particular trip. Odometer, as we know, it adds up all the distances. So you may want to reset the odometer. For example, you forgot to use the app in one of your trips, so you want to say that, hey, it should be like 10 miles per hour. I forgot to do that. No problem, sure, 10 miles per hour now. So you can reset it. However, you can't really reset the distance. The only thing you can do is you can reset the entire trip, not the distance. And we discuss all of these things. Then comes moving time, idle time. Moving time is the time when you are actually moving, because we haven't moved for 3 minutes 16 seconds. So moving time is 0. Idle time, when you are not moving. And the bottom, as you can see on the bottom row, the timer, which is in the digital font, is the addition of moving time and the idle time. So this is the total time, 3:30, which is running at the bottom. And we got satellites, 25 out of 25, which is great. Direction, in which direction you are moving, not the direction in which your phone is heading towards. So there's a bit of difference. The compass is showing something else, and the direction is showing something else. Direction is in which direction your phone is you are moving, and the compass shows the direction in which your phone is heading. So there are two different things. Altitude, latitude, longitude, that's something you're familiar with. There's a weather, there's a location button. So when you tap on the location, it's going to show you your current location, and you can tap on the view button in order to see this location on the Google Maps. And now we talk about the display modes which we have in the app. So first I'm going to start with the big two. So you can see, if you don't like the small fonts, we get a big fonts here: current speed, distance, maximum speed. And there is a head-up display. So this is pretty useful when you want to see the app content onto the car windscreen. So you can place your phone on the car dashboard and it's going to show those much of parameters onto your car windscreen, which looks pretty cool at night. So you're going to love this feature, I'm telling you. And then we have a big one, so it shows 5 things. And there's a custom. Now custom and big 2 are kind of same in terms of sizes, but custom allows you to change the things. You don't like the current speed, you want to go to the latitude, you want to see the latitude, so you're going to show the latitude. You don't like latitude, you're going to go to the odometer, it shows you the odometer. So you can do it however you want it to look like. Anyways, let's go back to the, so whatever you want to do, you can do it. Let me just go back to the current speed. And now there is a button, as you can see, there is a 1, what to show. So when you press a 1, so only one parameter will be shown to you. Now the current speed is looking too big, there's nothing more than that. And you click on it, and then we have 3 options, which were the default one. So you can click it and you're here. These are the 5 display we have on the portrait board. When you rotate your device, which I can't really do right now, because if I do that, my recorder may pop up and it may stop recording. So we do have 5 display modes for the landscape also, similar to this. Okay, so we got 10 displays, for 5 for portrait and 5 for landscape. And now comes how would you save a trip. So there is a button which you can see, save trip. When you click on it, it says you name this trip. So if you want to name it, you can name it. If you don't want to name it, you can just leave that part and tap on the save button. When you do it, save successfully, you tap on it and we are on this screen. This is the one way to bring up that screen. Otherwise, you can tap on this button, records, and when you go to the records, we'll just go here. So here we can tap on the status button to see what are the total trips, original trips, and things like that. And when you want to delete it, you can swipe it from the left to right, or you can swipe it from right to left, whichever way you want it. Let me just swipe it, and you can undo it to bring it back. Now you may want to back up this trip. How would you do that? There is a backup trip button which you can see here. And if you remember, we have turned on automatic backup trips to true automatically. If you have not done it, you can press this button anyhow, and it says the backup successfully. So when you delete this trip, which will delete all of the trips, it's gone, and you can tap on this button, restore trips. It's going to bring that back. Let me just delete this one because I want to show you something. Let me just save a trip. I'm going to say that dummy. Save it, view it, and I come back here. Now this is the detail page, which will show you a lot of information. All of these parameters are self-explained. However, if you don't understand any of them, you can just read the information. They're going to tell you they're going to give you the idea of who they are. And now when you click for address, so it shows the address where from where you started the trip. You started the trip at this particular place and where you ended the trip. Just because I'm in the same place, so it's going to be same value for me. Then comes distance theoretical. What do you mean by this? This is actually tells you that what is the minimum distance between the 2 points when we join a perpendicular line, or what I could say, instead of saying perpendicular, I should say a straight line between the 2 locations. So this is like theoretical distance. Right, it doesn't have to do with the path that you took to reach to that destination, which is 0.0 miles because we are on the same place. And here comes, if you want to change the name of that, you can tap this button, this little pen there. You want to change it, dummy. You want to say that, okay? Test. Boom. You can change the name of this trip. And now comes the new feature we added in this update, which is going to be logs. When you tap on it, you can see logs. Let me just reduce the font size a little bit to show you more information. So it shows the timestamp. Timestamp is actually when the meter got a new location. New location in the sense it has got a new latitude or longitude. So this is what it shows. We got a speed in miles per hour. You can browse it. There are a lot of logs which are pretty useful if you are caught by a cop. For if you get pulled over for speeding, you can show them, oh, okay, I was on speeding, this is the time, this is the speed in miles per hour, and the accuracy was within 4 meters. Anything lower than 5 meters is pretty accurate. So you can say that 99% accuracy if you are less than 5 meters in accuracy, and anything less than 10 meters would be like 95% accurate. So they will follow you with that. So you can see speed, which is going to be 0 because we were not moving, and accuracy is going to be 4 meters, which is pretty awesome. 3 meters, oh man, this This is great. And this is the latitude, this is the longitude, and this is the location. So whenever you click any of these options, and it will take you to the location at that particular instant. So you got a great logs here. The best way is you can rotate your phone screen to see those logs, and all of these 5 columns are going to be displayed on the same particular page. You don't have to scroll like this, because right now I can't really go to the landscape mode, so I'm just showing you like this. So these are the logs, which are pretty helpful if you get pulled over. Okay, so we discussed that. You can delete this strip from here. When you press this button, you can straightforward delete this strip. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yeah, I want to delete it, and just goes back. I believe that we have covered almost everything we wanted. If you have any questions or anything you don't like about this app, any improvement, please go ahead, let us know in the comments. You can contact us directly here. We're going to reply as soon as possible. We generally take less than 6 hours to reply you. We reply to every single email we receive. Hope you're enjoying this application. Thank you so much for staying with us.